Hi there, it's Kelsey from Shipwreck Beads, and today we are going to make some wire wrapped kitty ears for Halloween. Halloween is just 5 days away, right? It's the 26th, yeah, so 5 days away. And hopefully you already have your costume planned out, but if not, I've got a great last minute costume idea for you. All you will need is a headband. Open that up. So I've got a metal headband, got some black ribbon, some black craft wire. I'm using a 22 gauge, but you could probably get away with using a 20 gauge. It just depends on the size of your beads. And I also have some 4mm black fire polish beads that we'll be using on our kitty cat ears. I'm not going to be a cat for Halloween, but I love this little project idea. It's one that I've wanted to do for a long time. And I think it's really cute, and you can actually adapt it into any type of animal ears if you wanted. Bunny ears would be really cute. You just have to adapt the design a little bit. So we'll go ahead and get started because I think this might be a little bit more time consuming. Hi Carlene, welcome. Thanks for joining us today. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a little more time consuming, so we're just going to go ahead and jump right in and get started. We just came off of a big sale, so shipping needs me down there, so I get to go process your orders. So if you've ordered from us in the last week, I will be down in shipping, double checking and charging cards and all of that fun stuff for you all. So first, make sure, oh good, my hot glue gun is, so I've got my hot glue gun. You're going to need a hot glue gun and then your basic beading tools. Hi Joanne, good morning. Oh, thank you. Oh, thanks. This is my fabulous skull sweater. One of my really good friends and Girl Scout troop co-leader, she has one too, and I had to copy her and get one. So, yeah, gotta love my skulls for Halloween. All right, so we're gonna start by adding a little dot of glue. You don't need much glue for this. This is just to sort of hold the ribbon in place while you get wrapping. And you want to be careful because it is obviously hot glue, so it's very hot. And so we're just going to wrap this around the headband so that the silver doesn't show through. And obviously, depending on what color animal ears you want, you're going to want to use a different colored ribbon. And so all I'm doing is wrapping this around the headband. So are you all ready for Halloween? We went to the pumpkin patch last weekend, carved our pumpkins the other night, roasted some pumpkin seeds. That's always one of my favorite parts, is roasting the pumpkin seeds. So you can make your wraps tighter or a little looser. Looser, you're going to be able to see a little bit more of the metal through. So this is an organza ribbon, so it is kind of see-through. If you use different types of ribbon, you know, you'll get a different effect. Would also be really cute if you took maybe some fake fur and wrapped that around. If you had some like fake fur fabric, faux fur. So I don't know exactly how much ribbon you need, probably a few yards, a yard or two. But these come in a 15-meter spool. Getting pumpkins today. Oh, fun. Hi, Valerie. So my daughter, she carved her own pumpkin. She carved a Pikachu pumpkin and put a little Pokeball on it. Ever since that game came out, she's been really in. She watched all the episodes of the show on Netflix, and but for Halloween, she's going to be, well, she initially wanted to be Harley Quinn, which I kind of nixed because I hate, hi Holly, I hate the idea of, you know, dressing up as something that everyone else is going to be. And that just, you know, if you're going to dress up as something imaginary, why would you be something that everyone else is going to be? So I sort of nixed that idea. But her and her friend, they're really into anime art and cosplay and stuff. So they actually came up with their own characters that are sort of based on Harley Quinn and the Joker. So they're the daughters, the twin daughters of Harley Quinn and the Joker. And so they're very inspired by both those two characters, and she's come up with her own. Oh yeah, and you know what, really you can use this for, it's really cute if you take like feathers, and if you want to do like a flapper style costume and have a really cool like headpiece, and something like that. You doesn't even necessarily have to be for Halloween. You could do something like that for just like a fancy date night or New Year's Eve. My ribbon's getting all curled on me. So like I said, it's a simple project, but it is a little more time consuming, so. And there's not really a quick way to do that. Although I am gonna cut this ribbon and hopefully not jinx myself by cutting it too short. But it's easier to wrap when it's not attached to the spool. So do you guys have your costumes planned out? I have mine planned out. It's nothing too fancy. Still got to be able to work in it, but I'm excited. I love Halloween. I love getting to dress up. And every year, Shipwreck, we do a really awesome Halloween. Hi, Carla. We do a really awesome Halloween costume contest for all our employees. So I will be probably doing a special video on Monday to show you all of the amazing costumes from my fellow coworkers here. We have a lot of fun with it. And also around Christmas time, we do an ugly sweater contest, which is my favorite. I love that. All right, we're almost done. Live feeds more often. Well, that might actually happen, Wendy. You'll just have to stay tuned. We've got some stuff up our sleeve. I don't know if there'll be live feeds on Facebook, but you'll just have to wait and see. All right, so now I'm at the bottom of my headband here, so I'm going to add a little bit of glue on the back here so that I can finish this up. We are in Washington State. We're here in Lacey, Washington, which is just near Olympia, the state capital, a little bit south of Seattle, about an hour and a half south of Seattle. All right, so now I've got my headband based. It's wrapped in the black ribbon, so you can't see any of the silver. And now we're going to go ahead and start with the wire wrapping. All right, so I'm just going to work with a little bit of wire at a time. Hi, Pam. All right, so you'll also need your beads. So I'm going to go ahead and actually have some loose packs here that I'm going to use up first. We'll see how many beads this will take. I don't know. I pulled 400. I don't think it'll quite take that much, but we'll just have to wait and see. All right, so to start off, you're going to secure one end of your wire to the headband, and this is going to be the outside of one of the ears, so you want to start kind of, I'd say like, what is that, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock on the clock? And we're just going to wrap the end around. So when you get started, so see how the wire is not completely flat? You want to make sure and flatten that out. So we're going to take the pliers and flatten that down. It's not necessary, but it'll just kind of grip better and hold it. All right. And you can use whatever color wire you want. I'm just using black, so it's all one color. Oh, thanks, Simone. It's one of my favorites. Finally had to start breaking out all the sweaters and scarves and stuff because it's that time of year. Although personally, I love sweater and boot and all that fun stuff. All right, so I've got it secured on here, and now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to string my beads on. And I'm going to go up, and then I'm going to fold it down and do a triangle shape for my ears. I'm going to cut this end off, so my wire is a little kinked, so I'm just going to snip that off. You want to try and preserve as much of your wire as possible so you're not wasteful and get the most bang for your buck. The spools are pretty cheap. Let's see, this is a 8-yard spool for $3.99. So hands are shaking. And I even ate breakfast this morning. I don't usually eat breakfast. Usually I just have coffee or air. I don't know. I've never been much of a breakfast drinker or eater. Oh, man. It's Wednesday, right? Yes. Halfway through the week. Thank goodness. Does anybody have any Halloween plans? Halloween parties they're going to? I know Saturday my daughter's got her school's little Halloween fall fling. They do all kinds of little games and they get to dress up. Alright, so I think that's probably a good length. So I'm going to go ahead and bend it down so I get my triangle shape, like so. And now I'm going to add some more beads to this side. See how many beads we have here. 1, 2. So one cool fact about Shipwreck is here we count in 4s. Whenever we're counting, that's how we're supposed to count, is in 4s, because that is the most number that the eye can see clearly without getting mixed up, and so that's just the Shipwreck way. So everything is in 4s. So 3 is easy to see, 5 not so much, but 4 is an easy number for the eye to spot. So I've got 16 beads on here, so I will put 16 on the other side. And I tell you what, counting by 4s is a little hard to get used to, but once you've done it for years and years and years, it's really hard to count any other way. Alright, so I've got my 16 beads on either side, and now I'm going to secure my ear here by wrapping around, just like we did here. I'm going to wrap around this side. So you want your wrap to end on the top of the headband, so that way the wire won't get caught in your hair. And you want to take your pliers and press that down so that nothing's poking up. So there, you've got one ear. And now we're going to go ahead and start the other side. All right. So this would be really cute to do as like bunny ears too. You would just make them longer and keep it rounded maybe, and then you could flop one ear forward. Or you could do puppy ears, would be really cute. Oh, look at all the hearts. I love it. Eight. 15 and 16 on one side. I'm gonna make our little bend there. Oh, these are super cute. I told my daughter I was going to be making cat ears, and she's like, oh, can I have them? No, I'm not making them for you. Everything I make, can I have it? Can I have it? And then she loses it. So remember a while back when I made that charm bracelet for her? Like the second time she wore it to school, she lost it. Luckily, it got turned in the lost and found, so we were able to get it back. But it was funny because when I gave it to her, I was like, yeah, I wasn't going to give it to you because you always lose things. She's, no, I don't, Mom. Yeah, whatever. She totally lost it. I was like, see, this is why I don't give you nice things. All right, so now I've got all my beads on here, and we're going to go ahead and... Uh-oh, I don't think I centered this, so they might be a little bit off center. That's all right. I'm just going to eyeball it. And of course, if you want to be more precise, you can always get out your ruler and measure and make sure that everything's even. And, you know, I don't do that, so. Okay. So now you can go ahead and stop here. But I think it would be really cute to do some more wire and put some more wire and beads throughout the center here. So I think that's what we're going to do. Why not, right? All right. Ooh, that's still on. I'm going to put that out of my way so I don't actually accidentally touch the glue gun because that was really hot. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take some more wire, and I'm just going to use up the rest of this, and I'm going to wrap it around one of my sides of the beads here. You always want to press, whenever you're doing anything like that, you always want to take your pliers and press that end in, because you don't want it sticking out. They can be pretty sharp. You can also always take like a wire rounder, the little cup burr things, and smooth it out that way too, but that's more work than I want to do. So I'm just going to kind of randomly string beads on here, and I'm not going to be super precise about it, and I'm not going to fill up the entire area with beads, so I'll show you what I'm going to do. It's kind of a fun, little messy look. Of course, you can always go row by row and fill it in if you want to have it exact and have it completely full of beads, but I just kind of want to do, well, I'll show you what I'm going to do. So I'm just wrapping around, not in a very precise way, and I'm not going to add beads on every single pass because some of it I just want to have wire. So I've just kind of got it wrapped around, very messy. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some more wire in there. But if you take your pliers and you grip the wire and you just do like a little bend with the wire, you can get these little angled shapes. If you want some more rounded shapes, you can use like a round nose plier instead. But it just kind of creates some visual interest in there and gives it sort of a spider web effect. And it's just kind of fun. Oh, come on, you wire. So make sure when you're dealing with the wire that you always clip it back on the side there, because it will come unraveled and it makes it really hard to work with. Actually, I'm going to cut this in half. All again, remember to press in your little wire ends here so they're not going to poke you or someone else or get caught in your hair. That would be bad. All right. I'm just going to keep randomly adding beads. So are you guys commenting? I can't tell. Looks like the comments are frozen for me. Somebody say something. The last comment I have is Simone commenting about my sweater. Oh, so sad. I don't know why Facebook does, like, well, I see hearts. I know you guys are still there. It's always such a bummer when the comments freeze up. Ooh. Hoppin' beads. So these headbands come in packs of 2. So you could buy, let's see, probably 200 pieces of the 4mm fire polished, a spool of wire, a spool of ribbon, and that's all you really need for a really fun Halloween accessory. And you could make 2 of them. All right, so I've got this ear. I think we're gonna just call this one good, but I'm gonna add some more little flourishes in here just to kind of have some little texture and visual interest, because straight wire is kind of boring, so we're just gonna pop this down. Kind of gives it like a spider webby looking effect. Oh, there's some straight wire over here. We'll bend that. So see how that kind of gives it just more visual interest. It's just kind of cooler looking. So you do want to be careful when you're wrapping not to pull it too tight, because you don't want to get it too whatever. I can't talk. All right, let's get this other ear finished, and then we can try them on. Oh, cut that little bent end off. Let's see if you guys are commenting. This is a bummer. I can't see you guys. See if it'll let me watch. Oh, there we go. Oh, you guys are commenting. Yeah, this will be on our Facebook page later. So, see, I've got my phone playing the video so that I can see your guys' comments, because it's not showing up for me on the iPad, and I don't know why. So yeah, I film on an iPad because Facebook only lets you film on a mobile device. But yeah, this would be a great kids costume, just something to whip up if you've got a last minute thing, or if you just want to wear something cute that maybe you don't want to get completely dressed up, but you still want to celebrate and be a little festive. If you have a last minute gathering to go to or something like that. Hi, Rebecca. See, I'm going to open up another package of these. I'm running low on beads. So yeah, this is a pretty inexpensive project too. I'm willing to bet you probably have a lot of these things already on hand. Like I said, I think bunny ears would be super cute. Oh yeah. Well, that's one of the things I like about beading, and what I try and do with these tutorials is just kind of give you guys like a baseline of what you can do, because everything is so easy to customize and personalize and really make it your own. So, you know, just once you get the basic technique down, then you can just sort of go wild and do whatever you want with it. I mean, shoot, if you wanted to be a devil, you could do devil horns or something like that. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can embellish a headband. Totally. All right. I'm just going to add a few more beads and chunks of wire in here. Now the end of the wire is copper, and so if that bugs you, you can always take like a black Sharpie and just kind of fill that in so you don't see the copper wire. But again, that's one of those things I doubt anyone would even notice, so you're probably okay. Ooh. Beads are flying. Yeah, Amanda, I wrapped the headband with an organza ribbon. So it's just a regular black ribbon to cover up, because the headband itself is silver, and I didn't obviously want to have a silver headband showing, so I covered it with ribbon. And you just wrap it and use a little bit of hot glue on the ends to cover it up. With this organza ribbon, it does fray pretty bad, so what I would do later on is just take some like clear nail polish and put it over the ends where you trimmed it, and that will make sure that it doesn't fray, and it'll kind of give it a little more security too, so that the hot glue doesn't, you know, make sure that it holds it all together. But mainly I would be worried about the fraying because of this type of ribbon. So a little bit of hot glue will prevent that from happening. I'm just going to add maybe one more few. Actually, I don't know that I'll add any more beads, but I'm going to add some more wire through here. Kitty! Now, if you were going to be a space cat, you could leave the headband silver. All right. Go ahead and trim that. Press my end down so it's not poking up. And now I'm going to go ahead and add my little curls in the wire. So again, you do that by just grabbing the wire with the tip of your pliers and just giving it like a little turn. And that can also help space your beads out and keep them from moving around. And again, it's just going to give it a little more, make it a little cooler to look at visually. So there are our cat ears. Let's go ahead and angle you up and we'll see what they look like on, because that's the funnest part. All right. Okay. There's my kitty ears. What do you guys think? This actually didn't take too long. All right. You know what would also be fun is to do like a tiara or something off of it. Oh, look at all the little hearts. All right. So there you go. Quick little Halloween last minute costume idea. Get some eyeliner, paint some whiskers on your face, you're good to go. But yeah, you can do whatever really you wanted using the same technique. You could make devil horns, bunny ears, puppy ears. Really, there's a lot of possibilities. Just a fun little project. So I think we're done for today. It was nice to talk with you all, and we will be back on Friday for another little project at 4 p.m. Pacific time. I'm not sure exactly yet what we're going to do. I'm thinking we might do a embellished tassel. So here, I'll show you what I'm thinking of doing Friday. You can tell me what you think. So this is some of the charms that I got from Lipstick Ranch at Bead Fest. So these charms and the clasp are from Lipstick Ranch. This is a tiara cast chain. And so I made the necklace and wanted to do something a little different with it. Needed some more bling. So I had this tassel, and then I added some cup chain. I glued it around the center of the tassel. So I think that's what we'll do on Friday. I don't know. I'm still playing around with some ideas. It's not really a Halloween idea, but I think if you're not ready by Friday, you're not going to be ready. So, meow. We'll see you on Friday, and then again on